Hey y'all, today we're making brunch, especially for Father's Day. Hope you enjoy. All right, so we're going to start with making smothered potatoes. We are going to rinse our potatoes. So I'm just going to put them in some water and then cut them up, and then I will rinse them again in cold water. All right, so we are using gold potatoes. I'm going to cut them in thirds or fourths. They're pretty small. And I'm going to chop them up, and then we are going to cut up some red onion, and we are going to saute everything in our skillet. Right, next I'm going to thinly lengthwise cut up some white or yellow onions. They're sweet onions for my crab boil that I'm going to make. So I'm going to cut these a long way. I like cutting them kind of long and thin because they're easier to pick up when you are eating your crab. All right, so I'm going to heat up my skillet to start our potatoes. Going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, put in our potatoes, and let them get brown and crispy. I'm going to cook them for a couple of minutes on each side, making sure I'm flipping them a couple of times, and then I'm going to add in my red onions. And also let those fry up a little bit. Not too hard, but just to get them kind of translucent. All right, so you can see the potatoes are brown. I'm going to add a little bit of water and let those simmer down to smother. I'm also going to add in my ingredients: salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne, some paprika, and give that a good stir. And then I'm going to turn it down on low to simmer for about 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But make sure the pot stays covered. You can check it occasionally and kind of stir it around occasionally so that nothing sticks at the bottom. All right, so we're making some Parmesan maple sausage. I like cooking them in the air fryer because it's not so messy. I'm gonna put them in for maybe about 10 minutes and then I'll flip them. I do like them pretty dark and crispy, so I'll check them after 10 minutes and put them on the other side. Look at our potatoes, don't they look so good? All right, so next we are going to make our stock for our crab. Going to use a little bit of olive oil, maybe about 4 tablespoons. And then I'm going to let them cook on a really low heat. I had it on about 5 or 6 here, but I did turn it down because you want the onions to sweat so that they get soft. Adding in my onions, going to turn that fire down, you see there, and then stir that really good. And then I'm going to cover it. Okay, so our sausage are all done. They look really good and golden brown like I like. So let's see what got here next. I'm gonna add some garlic and the other seasonings to this. So here is my minced garlic. Gonna add a big tablespoon of that, stir it around, and I'm gonna let that cook down just for a little bit as well. And then we are going to add in about a teaspoon of each. Teaspoon of pepper, cayenne, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, parsley, a little bit of water if I didn't say that, and we're going to stir that around. And I'm also going to use a little bit of my favorite hot sauce. This is what gives my crab that extra little kick, sets it aside from everybody else. Use at your discretion. I would start with maybe a teaspoon, depending on how hot you like it. I put about teaspoon and a half in there, I think. And then I'm going to stir that and put it on very low and cover it and let everything simmer for a little bit. All right, so I'm about to make some biscuits, nothing fancy. Gonna put a little butter down on the cookie sheet so they don't stick, and put my butter all around the pan, put the biscuits down and pop those in the oven. Now it's time to do our crab. It is frozen. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot water to knock the chill off and just clean it a little bit. And then I am going to put them in a roasting pan. so I'm going to pour our little mixture that we used all over. I'm going to make sure I spread it throughout the crab, get some on the bottom and on both sides. And then I'm going to put this in the oven, I'd say for about 20 minutes on 350, making sure to keep it covered. And it doesn't have to cook long because crab can be overcooked. And how you know that your crab is overcooked is that when you crack it in the middle, if it's kind of shrunken to one side, you cooked it too long. I'm gonna fry up some bacon. Beautiful ASMR. Our biscuits are golden and done. I'm just gonna make some honey butter right here to spread over our biscuits. All right, and then I am taking out, well, actually putting the crab back in. So putting that in the oven, and doesn't that look good? All right, and I'm just gonna finish up by making some scrambled eggs. I put a little butter in the skillet, and that is it. So we're gonna plate our food. We've got some mimosas. I really hope you guys enjoy your Father's Day. You can use this for any brunch recipe. Hope you guys like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. We are at 300 subscribers. Can't wait to get to 1,000. Bye.